It was the streak seen across the sky where a family called 911 claiming to see aliens in their backyard.
Watch out! Oh! It's the doorbell camera video that's raising a lot of questions. A man walks out of a house and in an instant he's beamed up to outer space.
Many people believe that we're the only life form to exist in the universe. However, for a very small number of individuals such as Travis Walton, the nature of reality itself was turned into a question when they came in contact with something they didn't believe existed. Sightings of unusual flying objects and uncanny aerial phenomenon have been steadily increasing, forcing the ones who experience it into thinking what else exists in this universe alongside us. In today's video, we'll look at some of the most riveting statements told by eyewitnesses of these strange and unearthly incidents. Some of these events might sound like science fiction, but the proof linked to them will make you wonder if they're just conspiracy theories, or do they contain a much darker secret hiding right in front of our eyes. Join us as we study 10 unexplainable cases of extraterrestrial encounters that will make you believe aliens actually exist. Number 10. Travis Walton, Abduction. In 1975, a 22-year-old forestry worker named Travis Walton experienced something harrowing in the dense woods of the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest. After a hard day of labor, Travis and his team were heading back home when they saw a glimpse of light coming from a huge metallic disc hidden within the dense forest. Travis decided to get out of the car in order to get a better look at it, when suddenly, a bright beam of light struck him and froze him in a state of terror. The other members of the team, scared for their lives, drove away as fast as they could. After a few minutes, when the fear dissipated, the rest of the crew started feeling guilty that they abandoned their friend and crewmate. When they finally came back to the scene, they saw no clue of Travis or the giant metallic disc and decided to report him missing. Law enforcement did a very thorough search of the forest, and they were not able to find a single clue regarding his disappearance. 5 days later, Travis miraculously reappeared, but he wasn't able to remember what truly happened during the time he was missing. Later on, as fragmented parts of his memory started coming back to him, he stated that he was abducted by an alien spacecraft. He remembered laying on a table with a soft glow of light filling the room. 3 visible figures with large eyes and visibly no facial expressions stood in front of him. Among other figures, he also claimed to have seen a human wearing a spacesuit with a very off-putting gaze in his eyes. Some people claim that Travis might be lying about this encounter. However, the story hasn't changed over the years, and he is adamant that what he saw was not from this world. Number 9. San Gabriel Valley UFO. On a quiet August morning in 2017, something extremely remarkable caught the eye of the residents of San Gabriel Valley, California. A large spherical object was seen hovering in the sky, which somehow appeared out of thin air. Among the onlookers, a person named Julian Lopez grabbed his phone and started recording it. Interestingly, this object quickly gained the interest of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, who launched a helicopter in order to investigate it. It can be seen in the video that the helicopter keeps a distant but vigilant eye on the object as it circles it. The fact that a swift response was taken only made the people even more curious as to what it could be. Later on, it was revealed that a large white advertising balloon was launched at the same time as the object was sighted. However, this was considered by some people as a cover-up story in order to hide the true nature of the object. Could this be an intelligent ruse created by the government to stop individuals from questioning what the object was? Number 8. The Men in Black phenomenon. Among other government conspiracies related to UFOs, one is considerably much more talked about. It is the conspiracy that whenever a UFO sighting happens, peculiar individuals who claim to be government officials wearing black suits visit them. This, sounding a lot like the plot of the famous science fiction movie Men in Black, has been named the Men in Black phenomenon. Some suggest that these individuals represent a shady side of the government, which most people don't even know exists, while others believe that they are extraterrestrial beings themselves. One notable case of the Men in Black took place in 1935 when a prominent UFO researcher named Albert K. Bender, who founded the International Flying Saucers Bureau, the first major civilian UFO club in the world, was visited by 3 men in dark suits. A strange and pungent smell of sulfur filled the room as they entered. He claimed that they communicated with him telepathically and forced him to discontinue his research. After their visit, Bender claims that he fell extremely ill and was not able to eat for 3 days. Now, some skeptics think that this is all a lie induced by paranoia and doubts regarding the government, but individuals such as Bender state over and over again that they were contacted by these men in black, and in every case, they were able to instill fear very easily. Number 7. Branch UFO. Angela Ashton, a certified paranormal investigator with Cryptic Shadows Paranormal Research, saw something much more than just snow in the winter of 2015. According to Ashton, she caught a glimpse of a huge UFO from her bedroom window. The UFO was at least the size of a football field, and its massive size encouraged her to get up and start recording it. She hurried outside her house in an attempt to capture the spectacular view on camera. Bright, blinding lights were seen as she got out into the chilly weather and gazed upon the UFO in awe. Even more amazing was the fact that it seemed to release smaller objects into the sky while emitting pulsating lights. After a while, the harsh climate forced her to run back inside her house, and when she later looked up at the sky, the lights had disappeared. This incident left her believing that whatever that craft was, it wasn't from Earth. Some critics claim that this light seen in the video could have been a drone. The video was also later featured on WMC Action News 5, where it was shown to drone expert Robert Estes. He claimed that this is likely not a drone, as most drones don't have lights like these seen in the video. Number 6. The Outer Banks Orbs. A very intriguing case took place in 2019 on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, which has led a substantial number of people to believe that they saw a large number of extraterrestrial spacecraft. On September 28th, a man named William Guy posted a 30-second video on YouTube which showed 14 glowing orbs hovering in the sky above the water. William Guy captured this intriguing view while he was aboard a ferry in the Pamlico Sound Lagoon. In the video, it can clearly be seen that most of the onlookers are completely dumbfounded by this view. This video has since become viral and has sparked major debates. One side is trying to prove that what's seen on the video are extraterrestrial crafts, while the other is trying to rationalize what the orbs could have been. Some pointed out that the large glowing orbs could have been a cluster of Chinese lanterns launched at the same time. Others speculate that this could have been some sort of balloons. Both these explanations were debunked, as it is seen in the video that these orbs are not just floating around aimlessly as lanterns, balloons, or any other bright object might be. They are hovering with a certain amount of distance in between them, which cannot be achieved by random flying objects. One commenter, Derek Chenault, who identified himself as a former Marine, commented on the video, "I am pretty sure I know what those lights are." As a former Marine based at the 2nd Marine Air Wing in Cherry Point, we used to regularly drop flares out of the back of our plane in the evenings for military exercises. They are 1 million candle power each, so they were pretty bright and can be seen from far away and floated down slow as they hung from a parachute. Glad to see the Marines are still spooking people. Although this could explain the phenomenon seen in the video, it is still speculated that this might be a much too simple explanation of what they saw on the Outer Banks. Number 5. Colorado Springs UFO forming a diamond pattern. On a seemingly normal evening in April 2023, residents were shocked by a sight straight from science fiction movies. A very intriguing cluster of lights was seen in the sky at around 6 p.m. This view was seen by a large number of individuals and was recorded by numerous people as well. Soon, this news started growing like wildfire, as more and more people reported seeing them. Some claimed that there were 4 lights, while others claimed there were up to 8 of them in the night sky. The most interesting thing about them was the way they moved as if they were dancing in a certain coordinated manner. This is later on converted into a visible diamond pattern as the lights continued to glide across the sky. Some individuals even claimed that they heard a rumbling sound from the sky as well. People started speculating that this might be clear proof of extraterrestrial life living among us or visiting us from a distant galaxy. Whatever it was, one thing was certain. A significant number of people witnessed this spectacle, and most of them recorded videos and took pictures in order to prove that something highly exceptional did take place. The usual critics tried to explain it away as they normally do, stating a number of random objects like balloons or flares. But as of now, this event is still largely unexplained. Number 4. UFO sighting caught by a pilot during flight. this claim carries an extra amount of weight to it because it comes from a much more credible source than most regular UFO conspiracy theorists. Pilot Jorge A. Arteaga was 12,500 feet up in the sky above Antioquia, Colombia, when he saw a disc-shaped object heading towards the plane. At first, he wasn't able to make it out, but as the object came closer, he saw that it had a silver tint and was flying at an incredible speed. Arteaga and his co-pilot decided to follow it. They claimed that the way the object moved was not at all like a drone or a balloon would, and it also stayed stationary and appeared to hover in place. Completely astounded by these movements, Arteaga decided to grab his phone and record a video of the flying object. In this video, it can clearly be seen that the object zipping past the aircraft does not seem like a balloon or any other earthly object. Arteaga and his co-pilot even decided to give an interview to a Mexican journalist and ufologist, Jose Jaime Maussan Flota, better known as Jaime Maussan. Maussan later shared the footage on X, formerly known as Twitter, as well as a clip of the interview with the pilot, confirming that the object was indeed a UFO. Skeptics jumped straight into the debate, as they always do, claiming that the object seen in the video was a mylar balloon. Mylar balloons have a silver metallic sheen, and they do often escape up into the empty sky floating in the atmosphere. However, it should be considered that this was spotted by a pilot moving in a particular direction with incredible speed. This makes it unlikely to be just a balloon. Number 3. Wyoming sky snake entities. Recently, reports of UFO sightings have increased in the state of Wyoming. A number of strange objects have been seen multiple times till now, and the most peculiar ones, which also have luckily been recorded, are shaped like serpents. According to KGAB AM 650, a news broadcasting radio station, these UFO details show an elongated snake-like aerial phenomenon over a widespread area. These objects can be seen on video moving in a very perplexing way, which has raised a lot of concerns. Nothing at all can presently explain this phenomenon, and not much is known about what it could be. Their shape is notably different than a balloon, and they move in an exceptional pattern, unlike planes or drones. Some speculate that these objects can be kites shaped in a certain way. However, kites can't fly at such high altitudes, which easily debunks this explanation as well. The sighting of these snake-like objects is now being seen in Colorado and in Washington state as well. Various sources posting videos and pictures of these weird entities claim that this might be a new phenomenon, which might be explainable with extensive research into these sightings. Number 2. Bogota Shapeshifting UFO. Surprisingly, Colombia has turned into a hotbed of UFO sightings in recent years, and some of them are much more convincing than we initially thought. One case took place in 2020 when a YouTube video was uploaded showing an unearthly object floating in the sky of Bogota. It can be seen in the video that the object is somehow changing its shape as it hovers up in the sky. This video caught the attention of Scott C. Waring, a renowned UFO researcher and conspiracy theorist. From his point of view, this object clearly seemed as if it was contorting its shape while flying. This led to the speculation that this object might be an extraterrestrial craft sent for surveillance. It is also speculated that the way it changed shape showed that this object might have a consciousness of its own. Later on, various videos were posted on YouTube as well as TikTok showing flying objects similar to this over the landscape of Bogota as well as Medellin. As of now, no one knows what they are or where they originated from. Number 1. Peruvian Purple UFO. In 2015, a very significant UFO sighting took place in Peru during the shoot of a talk show. While the talk show named Alto al Crimen, meaning Crime Stoppers in English, was busy filming, a purple disc-shaped object popped up in the sky. The object was clearly seen hovering behind the reporter as the filming crew watched in disbelief. The video was posted by Eduardo Chavez Guerra, and it showed the bright purple object flying right above a construction site in Miraflores, Lima. According to the eyewitnesses, this object could be seen hovering in the sky for over 2 hours. The Peruvian branch of the Mutual UFO Network said launched a thorough investigation and collected eyewitness accounts as well as videos and photos of the flying craft. Various different theories were given, some stating the object could have been a comet, while others stated that it was just a drone, but none were able to give an all-encompassing explanation of what everyone saw. From what we learned today, our world has always been riddled with various alien sightings, as well as strange, unexplainable phenomena. Some people enjoy grabbing onto grander theories and conspiracies, which might hint towards a darker reality than we are aware of, while others try to present rational explanations, forcing their minds to make sense of the unknown. However, in some cases, there might not be a rational explanation, and there might be another form of life hiding beneath a thin veil. Thank you for watching.